Everyone tells you George Digweed has freakish reflexes, faster eyes than the rest of us. A gift you're either born with or you're not. That's the story that gets repeated every single time his name comes up. And it's wrong. George Digweed has won more world titles than any shooter in history. Over 30 of them across 5 different decades. And the real reason he rarely misses has almost nothing to do with talent. It's a habit. One most coaches never explain properly. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly what it is and why you've probably never been taught it. Here's why this matters. If you've ever stood on a stand, watched a crosser sail past your barrel, and had no idea what went wrong. Most shooters chase speed. Faster hands, faster swing, faster reaction. Digweed built his entire career doing less of that, not more. In this video, we're breaking down the real mechanics behind his shooting, the gun mount habit he locked in before he ever shot competitively, the pre-shot routine almost nobody talks about, and the footwork most shooters skip completely. Stick with us, because the last section is the one that actually changes your scores. It's the part recreational shooters get wrong more than any other, and it's fixable in a single afternoon at the club. The last section is the one that actually changes your scores. Section 1. The swing-through foundation. Let's start with the method itself. Digweed shoots what's called swing-through. That means he starts his barrel behind the target, accelerates through it, and pulls the trigger right as the gun overtakes the bird. Sounds simple, it isn't. Most recreational shooters either rush this slapping the trigger too early or freeze, riding behind the target too long, and missing low and behind. Digweed has relied on this same approach for the overwhelming majority of his career. Not because it's flashy, because it's repeatable. Under pressure, across 5 decades, against the best shooters alive, it didn't break down. Here's the part that surprises people. Swing through isn't really about hand speed. It's about timing the acceleration. And that timing comes from somewhere most shooters never train. It isn't about hand speed at all. That timing comes from somewhere most shooters never train. Section 2. The pre-shot routine. Nobody talks about. Where does that timing actually come from? Not the swing, before the swing. Elite shooters, and Digweed is a clear example, build a pre-shot routine that's almost identical, target after target, day after day. Same hold point, same call, same visual focus before the bird even leaves the trap. Why does that matter so much? Because your brain can't time a moving target well if it's still deciding where to look, how to stand, or when to call pull. Every one of those decisions steals a fraction of a second, and a fraction of a second is the entire difference between a smoked clay and a clean miss. Digweed has built his career on cutting that decision-making out completely before the target ever appears. Most club shooters do the opposite. They change their hold point every round. They call pull before they're actually set. Then they wonder why their timing falls apart on the exact same crossing shot week after week. The exact same crossing shot. Prime's footwork section. Section 3. The footwork. Most shooters skip. Here's the part almost nobody teaches properly: footwork. Most recreational shooters set their feet once, then try to swing their entire upper body to track the target. That works for slow, easy birds. It falls apart completely on anything fast or angled. Elite sporting shooters, Digweed included, build their stance around where the shot is going to be broken, not where the target starts. Feet angled toward the kill point. Weight already shifting before the gun even moves. That single adjustment changes everything downstream. Your swing gets smoother because your body isn't fighting itself halfway through the shot. Your timing gets more consistent because you're not making a balance correction and a trigger decision at the same moment. This is the piece most 60-plus shooters are missing, not because of age, but because nobody ever broke it down for them in the first place. Your reflexes don't need to be 25 years old for this to work. Your stance does the work your hands used to. Your stance does the work your hands used to. Section 4. The 130-yard shot. All of this came together in one moment that's still talked about in the sport. In 2011, while being filmed for a shooting program, Digweed broke a clay at 130 yards using a standard cartridge, no special long-range setup. He'd already broken his own previous record of 118 yards earlier in his career. For context, that's roughly the length of a football pitch, doubled. Most people watching that footage assume it's a fluke, or proof of supernatural eyesight. It isn't. It's the same repeatable system we just walked through: a locked pre-shot routine, a controlled swing-through, and a stance built around the kill point, executed at a distance where the smallest error gets magnified into a clean miss. That's the real lesson here. It's not that Digweed can do something you can't. It's that he removed every variable you're probably still fighting with on a normal 25-yard crosser. Section 5. How to apply this weekend. So how do you actually use this on your next round? Start with one thing only. Pick your hold point before you call pull and use the exact same one on every target of that type. Not a new one each round. The same one every time until it's automatic. Next, before you swing on a crosser, set your feet toward where you expect to break the bird, not where it first appears. Let your weight start shifting before the gun ever moves. You don't need faster hands. You don't need younger eyes. You need fewer decisions happening at the moment that matters most. That's genuinely the whole secret. Not reflexes. Repetition of the right habits built before the target even leaves the trap. There's one more habit tied directly into this your gun mount, and if that part's broken, none of this works. To recap, it's not talent. It's a locked pre-shot routine, a controlled swing-through, and footwork built around the kill point, not the launch point. That's the real reason a 30-plus time world champion rarely misses. If you want the next piece of this puzzle, go watch Your Shotgun Mount is Wrong, because everything we covered today falls apart if your mount isn't right first. And if you haven't seen our breakdown of John Bidwell's move, mount, shoot method, that's the perfect follow-up to this one. Subscribe if you want more of these breakdowns, because the next video might be the one habit that's been costing you birds for years.